Go into Malkuth, I just want to point out that this bottom triangle with Hod, the orange one, and the green one, Netzach, and Malkuth, represent three points that are related to the personality makeup and how we're working through it. We're setting the foundation for understanding uh, the personality in the context of this tree. Okay, and the violet sphere of foundation, which is Yesod, is the subconscious mind, and we're working on the self-conscious mind.
Self-conscious?
What's that?
Did you say self-conscious?
Self-consciousness, yeah. The awakened conscious mind. Okay, and we're taking the awakened conscious mind into the fourth dimension. As we go up the tree, it'll go into the fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth dimension, which means we're going to higher dimensional states that if you have conscious, you can have direct memory of that state. And it's about memory here that's the most important. The higher you go in the dimensions, we'll say all the way to the ninth dimension, which we're there a lot and we don't remember because we're not conscious of it. This is the development of conscious awareness of higher and lower states. Okay. Is that turned on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, in a way, we're talking about the foundation for your personality patterns and how to work with them in Malkuth. Malkuth is citrine, russet, olive, and black, the colors. There's a color for every sphere on the tree, but usually those colors represent the elements that the temples represent, like green for Netzach, which is Venus. Okay, so citrine, russet, olive, and black represent the four elements, and also sort of the four sort of properties or aspects of the human condition. So, let's everyone get into a relaxed place. Do you have any questions, though, before we begin? I'll be taking you into the earth for grounding, into the sky for opening up to the celestial frequencies and becoming receptive. And then we will go into a field in our luminous bodies and enter the tree all together. You will be consecrated, you will be purified and atoned by three divine frequencies or beings in Malkuth. And thus you will be initiated into the grade of Zelator. Zelator means a high level of zeal and enthusiasm. You will actually light the crucible of the alchemist. An angel will bring you a silver bowl with a candle, and you light this candle, and you're activating the electricity in your psyche. you are activating the fire because you are the alchemist that's just beginning your journey. Okay? So let's do a little Kabbalistic breathing.
Does anyone want a blanket?
Anybody want a blanket? I'm good myself. Yeah. How about you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Hey, I love you. I'm glad you're here.
Love you too.
Okay. Breathe in and out of your mouth and into your chest. Expand the chest out to the side and up. Let it go out the mouth. And you'll be doing a circular breathing process. You breathe in, it comes up into your belly, into your chest, and out your mouth. This is activating breathing. And we're activating the heart frequency. Stay with me on the breath. I'm going to speed it up. We're going to activate the psychic chi energy. We're going to expand the head. Let this energy go down through your hands, your face, your body. Slow down. Listen. Check out how your head's feeling, your arms and your hands. And now shift the breath into your belly. Breathe in. Fill your belly up there. Exhale and press it down. Breathe in, stomach up. Exhale, stomach down. Belly up. Exhale, belly down. Up and down. And let yourself go to normal breathing. And let yourself begin to relax. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, eyelids. Relax your eyes, jaw, cheeks, mouth and chin. Relax your neck, shoulders, arms and hands, upper back and chest, lower back and stomach, hips, thighs, calves, ankles and feet. Relax your entire body from your head to your feet. And imagine beams of light flowing out the bottoms of your feet, going into the floor, into the earth, through roots, bedrock. Imagine yourself, your mind, your consciousness and light traveling downward through layers of the earth. Become to Hades. People milling around, a woman cleaning house, a child at play, a man working in his garden, and sitting on a throne, a golden throne of light, Persephone, the queen of Hades, next to her Hades, sitting on a throne as well. We as a group go beyond. We go deeper and deeper, searching for the core of the earth. You enter the core, all of us as a group, in this dark, silver ball of densified earth. You breathe in, each of you, this silver light. Converting it into golden silver light, projecting it outward into this mass of earth, transforming it into spiritual frequency, and we send it to the east, to the south, to the west, to the north, to the below and to the above and to the center, spiritualizing all of Malkuth and grounding us in the foundation of the earth. We leave this core as a group of students floating upward, beyond the layers of different colors of earth, through bedrock, roots, back through the surface of the earth, through the floor, back in to your feet. Ground luminosity entering your feet, ankles, calves, thighs, hips, lower back and stomach, upper back and chest, shoulders, arms and hands, neck and head. You are filled with this grounding energy of the core of the earth. And you project this light outward at the top of your head. It goes through the roof, upward through the sky, through the clouds, into the radiant energy, golden yellow energy of the bubbling sun. We enter the sun. We enter this golden, powerful plasma of light. We breathe it in, each of us, projecting it into the sun, sending it to the east, to the south, to the west, to the north, to the below and to the above, and to the center, projecting vibrant frequencies of sound, color, and tint. We step out of the sun, going backward downward, through air, through clouds, through more air, into the roof, back into the top of your head, filling your head and your neck. Golden yellow light, shoulders, arms and hands, upper back and chest, lower back and stomach, hips, thighs, calves, ankles, and feet. Relax your entire body from your head to your feet, from your feet to your head, and imagine golden yellow light, universal unconditional love, filling up your heart, the lower third part of your heart, the middle third, and the upper third, filling your heart with golden yellow light. And allow this beam of light to go out the top of your heart, up your spinal cord, into your brain, activating the pineal gland. Imagine a light bulb turning on in your consciousness, and so it is. Allow yourself to see. We leave our physical bodies and we reappear in a field of beautiful green grass, animals at play. Each of us in our luminous bodies, our astral bodies that we're developing for spiritual journey. Green grass everywhere, bushes around us, beautiful flowers of different colors, shapes, sizes, red, yellow, blue, black, indigo, white, pink, filling this entire field. And suddenly there appears trees all around us. And the forest appears the tree. At the personal level, your tree of life. At the group level, Malkuth, the kingdom. We all, because we are in our luminous bodies, step in to this tree. We enter Malkuth in a circular building, a circular room, with a circular altar in the middle, with a wand, a cup, a sword, and a pinnacle. Magical implements for your journey. Before you stand the God frequency that allows you entrance into Malkuth. Ado na Adonai bows to you, has a golden garment on with red inner lining and a golden crown. He reaches for the wand, the symbol representing consciousness and magic. And as he puts it in his hand, it begins to light up with brilliant silver golden light, like a light bulb. He steps forward and touches each of you on the forehead with this wand and says, now you have been consecrated for entrance into Malkuth. Welcome to your initiation. And then Adonai kisses each of you on the forehead with a kiss from the gods, raising your frequency to that of the higher spiritual realm of Malkuth. Adonai is Lord and Master over Malkuth. He steps back. Beside him, Sandalphon, silver outer garment, silver crown, long blonde hair, piercing green eyes. Sandalphon is surely from the Pleiades. Very tall, very slim, light skin. He walks forward with the cup from the altar, sticks his fingers into the cup and brings forth golden, holy, and sacred water, splashes it on your forehead, on your chest, your hips, your legs. It says you are now purified to enter Malkuth. He steps back. To his left are a group of little beings of light called Ishim, the Blessed Ones. The Ishim is here to invite you into the higher mysteries through sound and color vibration and the movement of their energy patterns as they change form from this to that. The beings of light, the little elves, and other creatures of light. They fly around in dance formation and form a pentagram, a five-pointed star before you. This five-pointed star is branded into your consciousness, a symbol of the power of the human consciousness. Then they form a six-pointed star, a hexagram. Project the hexagram into your consciousness. Symbolic of initiation. And before you stands another angel of the earthly plane, Oriel. Oriel is the tallest of angels. She's beautiful, long blonde hair, wings red, spread very wide. She said, I will assist you in your journey into your elemental consciousness. Understand that you are the light. To them, you are the light of consciousness that helps them to to understand their work. I will introduce you to them. You will be introduced to the king and queens of entities that are unavailable to most conscious people. But understand that they are you, and we are them. He takes you by the hand. Each of you follow. He goes through the middle door and enters the kingdom of the element air and to the airy temple of light. We step through the door and suddenly we find ourselves on the top of a mountain, a very, very, very high mountain with a large surface, and we're all standing looking at each other. Oriel says, "Be patient." And suddenly, as we look down from the mountain, there come creatures flying in a pattern of light. Some small, some very large, many of them. And the largest one, Peralta, the king of the air element, positions himself in front of us. A beautiful, very tall Sith with an elf-like face, slim, green eyes, wings of transparent gold stretched out many feet in both directions, and different layers of wings. This being is the Sith. Oriel bows to him and says, "I have brought you initiates to assist you in your flight and to help you to understand who you are through their understanding of you." Peralta smiles and says, "We shall see." Peralta has a silver garment, a magical garment surrounding his body. He unhooks the rope that holds it together, swings it around, and covers each of you with this garment of light. Suddenly, we are being lifted upward into the air. As Peralta smiles and even laughs a little bit, we are moving around in space and time with nothing to hold on to but each other. We float and float. And he removes his garment, and we have been turned into sylphs. You are flying in the sky. Suddenly there are sylphs all around you, and we begin to fly downward, spreading our wings as we float down, down, down into the valley, up the side of other mountains, over trees, flying, causing havoc with the many human beings in the valley, scattering clothes that they put on lines to dry, just having fun, messing around, flying around people who are sitting, trying to make things happen writing on a piece of paper, and we yank that paper away and throw it into the wind and blow, and it flies. Yes, we're having fun, mischief making with silks. There's a pile of flowers that has been raked up. We fly down and spread our wings, scattering leaves everywhere. We flow high, we scoop up low into certain places in time where color patterns come forth out of creeks, out of rivers, out of mountains. And it's like being in a fairyland of self-consciousness. The element air becomes visible. We can see reality in air consciousness. We can see the future and see things happen years from now. We can remember the past and it forms before us. Parable flies around us, circling us, and says to us, the fun is over, I'm afraid. We must gather near some trees, and I must talk to you. We follow Peralta to a group of trees, and in the middle, there's an opening. And we all position ourselves in this opening, and Peralta turns to us and says, remember, we are the ones that create weather. We have to summon Netza from the ocean to fill the clouds with water, and through our wind current, our flow of the air, we will project these clouds, blow them into certain regions, and it will rain. In order for you to work this magic, you must come to me and explain to me why certain places need water, and how we, working together, can bring places without water rain. And so you must become shamans and learn to help us regulate the normal flow of weather. Rain every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, we can promise. Understand, you must come though and communicate with us. You must talk to us about your needs. We must become friends. You are family now. You are sifts. It's not that you aren't human anymore, but you have become, and you've been initiated into the Sif kingdom of consciousness. You will always be in touch with us. But if you wish for something like changing the weather or producing a cloud, come and talk to us. We will work with you. And remember, we can balance the ecosystem, the entire universe, through weather. When you need rain, if you're in a drought, we will bring it. If you need snow, we will bring it. If you need wind, we will bring it. The most important thing is that you are family. You are here to to work with us and to help us. And so we will have requests from you as well in terms of how to balance the ecosystem that you live in. And so, welcome to our family. Have fun interacting with the rest of the Sifs. You are one with them. Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to interact. Allow yourself to talk. Find another Sif and spend time with her or him. Get to know who we are. Ask questions about the way we live. Find out what you can about our world and how we can live together in harmony. We will do whatever you ask for. But the highest principle in all of Sifism is the dynamic love that you can experience in the air. The love of each other, the love of the air itself, and understand your airy nature. And so it is. The cloak has been removed. The garment is back on Feralda. And we suddenly are released from our connection to the Sifs, and we are no longer Sifs. We're being guided through the air by Oriel. And we light, we come down on the banks of an ocean, a beautiful blue ocean as far as you can see. We light on the sand. Oriel takes his wand and strikes the water. And suddenly, as we look down into the water, we see beings, creatures, fish, spiritual energy forms from the ocean coming upward. Octopus, sharks, whales, and suddenly, Nexa, the beautiful nymph with her long red hair and green fins on her arms, human size, she pops up and looks at us and says, "Who are you?" And Oriel says, "These are initiated students that are entering the world of the elements today, and they wish to participate with you." Suddenly, we see Netza taking off a green cloak, a garment very much like Peralta's, but green. Covers us with this cloak of garment, and we are lifted upward, and suddenly we're in the ocean, and we have been transformed into nymphs, mermaids, beautiful fish, and suddenly we are being taken downward. We ride on the back of dolphins, whales, each of us connecting through our nymph, our mermaid, our fish consciousness. We swim in tandem. from side to side, having fun, playing in the ocean. The octopus swimming very fast in front of us with his legs going everywhere. The fish are playing games, swimming in certain ways, in certain directions. And we ride on the back, all of us, of one large whale. And we look at each other and laugh at our bodies, which have changed. The cloak has been removed, and we are free to swim. To the bottom of the ocean we go. The octopus plays hide and seek with us. We go to find him, and she is blended totally into the ocean floor that you can't see her, but suddenly her legs begin to move. And we play the game on and on as we connect with these beautiful creatures of the underworld. And suddenly we realize that we breathe just as well in the ocean as we do in the air, because we have become like the sylphs and beings of the ocean. And Nexus says to us, please help us to clean the oceans. Our oceans have been contaminated with human debris, with tanks of poison from certain countries. Nymphs have turned into slimy beings in some places. Fish are dying everywhere. You are part of our family. You have connections to the other world. Help us to bring the ocean back in harmony and balance so that life will continue to exist here. And so we agree. We become friends with, we touch and hold each other. The great family of nymphs surround us, kiss us, and we are loved and welcomed into the water elemental consciousness. And thus, we leave. We go upward, end up on the banks, and once again we're back in our bodies, our astral bodies. And Oriel says, follow me, and we suddenly fly upward, higher and higher, until we come to the volcano of fire, with a huge opening and fire blazing below, with molten lava popping up and down. And suddenly we see, popping up and down with the lava, little beings of light. Salamander, the fire elemental beings. And suddenly they begin to rise upward in a very, very powerful red, yellow, and some green color. The Jinn, the king of the fire entities. Confronts us and says to us, are you ready for a little heat? And suddenly he throws this red cloak over us, All of these magical floats come from the magic of the elemental energies. We find ourselves being raised this time, and we go downward, downward, into the volcano of fire and molten lava. And suddenly we realize, whoa, we are salamanders, same size as our physical bodies and our astral bodies, but we are salamanders. We have legs, we have arms and hands, like the salamander. Our faces are that of the salamander, almost reptilian in nature. We're entering the molten lava, and it only feels warm, like nice warm water to us. And we begin to play, throwing lava at each other, swimming in the lava, popping upward out of the lava, like being popped up in a hot ball of light. We are with the salamander. We are the salamander. The jinn says to us, welcome to the world of the salamander, the world of the element fire, and to the core and essence of the fiery earth. He says, follow me. We follow him downward, downward, deeper and deeper into the core until we come to the fiery essence of the center of the earth as the foundation for this and all volcanoes. The fire is so intense, it's scary. But no matter, we seem to be normal and unaffected by the heat. And the jinn says, step in to the heart of the earth. We step into the middle of this raging, blazing fire, and we're simply awakened to our soul within, our fire within. You are one with the essence of the fire beings. You are family. You have been initiated into the fire, the essence, the electricity of earth. You are all salamanders. You have the consciousness of the salamander. And remember when you were a salamander, many lifetimes ago, many eons of space and time. And you remember when you were a salamander. You will remember your elemental consciousness and the evolutionary process of transformation through the element fire. So each of us receives the essence of the universe in the form of a ball of fire, and we take a piece of this hot fire and put it on our forehead as we become one with the fire. thus we leave the element fire. The jinn takes us upward to the top of the volcano, and Uriel takes us downward through a path that leads downward, downward, downward into the earth. Before you is a cave, a cavern, and we enter the cave of the earthly essence in space and time, the earthly beings. And before us, in this huge cave, this cavern, we suddenly realize that there are stories written on the walls of this cave, stories related to your personal lives in many incarnations, and how you evolved physically from lower energy forms to the higher energy forms that you are in today. And suddenly, the gnome of Gulf, who is a beautiful gnome with golden hair even. Many of the gnomes are bald, but this gnome is special. He is Gulf, and he is the king of the earthly kingdom. He says to you, I'm going to turn you into a gnome. He has a brown cloak, covers us, removes us, takes the cloak away, and we are gnomes. In the gnome elemental kingdom, we have been accepted of the family therein, becoming gnomes, as we were in our early evolutionary period of consciousness. We vaguely remember being in this place before. Grow up says to us, thank you for coming into the earthly plane of the gnomes. We are the foundation for physical form. We are the veil that you must penetrate before you understand our true spiritual nature. We are form itself. We are consciousness in form that looks like a table, a chair, a house, a cave, a gnome. We are the essence of spirit because we are the most solid element in the universe. We are pure spirit, however. You are pure spirit, too. Enjoy your bodies as gnomes. Feel of yourself. Smell of yourself. Taste yourself. Who are you? Are you a gnome? Are you a Sith? Are you a salamander? Are you an undying or a nymph? You are all of these. And yet, you still have a physical form. Here, the form is not a form. In the elemental kingdom, form is nothing but magical thought. The moment you think it, you are there, just as you think you're a known. You know you're a human, and yet you know you're a known. So be in your truth about who you are. You are the family of known. You are the known of the earth. When you enter your physical bodies again, you will remember that this physical body is also a known, is also a sip, is also an undine or nymph, and a salamander. You are all these things. You are beyond the human condition. You are in the physical world of spirit. This cave is spirit, not form. This rock is spirit, not form. This is the secret to the element earth. All the other elements, fire, water, and air, come from earth. We are all of these. Our physical bodies are all of these. Your philosophy of life depends on your understanding of your true nature. We must release ourselves from our attachments to form. Allow your imagination to reform you every moment, every second of the day. We are released from this cavern, this cave. We follow Oriel backward out of the cave, and suddenly we're flying back into Malkuth. The doorway opens and we enter, and there stands Adonai. Bowing to us and saying, now you have wisdom, the truth of who you are. And suddenly before us appears Peralta, the Jinn, Netza, and God. Peralta says to us, thank you for coming. Understand that you are family. The Jinn says, allow the thoughts in your mind to be your conscious willness to make things happen. Netza says, allow the water to flow. Your consciousness, your thoughts, pure water. And Gob says, take care of your physical bodies. While they are living, they are real. But reality is in your mind. And so we're released from Malkuth. We find ourselves back in the field. We look at each other. We hug each other. suddenly we're back into this room, back into your bodies. And let yourself slowly awaken. Your feet, ankles, calves, thighs, hips, lower back and stomach, upper back and chest, shoulders, arms and hands, neck and head. And when you feel like it, open your eyes.